Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay. We can't do too much here on step 45 until I get these little parts that we nipped off yesterday cleaned up and painted. Yes. I don't know if I'm going to use a brush or a spray. One of the pieces is pretty large here. It probably would do better sprayed. I think what I'll do is I'll wait till I see what all I need to paint. Well, speaking of painting, one of the viewers reminded me that it might be a good idea to paint the little handles on that control right there a different color. Right now they're that olive green or whatever it is. And yeah, I think that color could have been just a little bit different. However, it's okay. I mean the green, it's not quite right, I don't think, but it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, let's just sort of get going here. Our sunrise hasn't happened yet. Actually, our sunrise is supposed to be coming up in about 1 minute over the horizon, if we could see the horizon, which we can't because the bridge is in the way. So I imagine we're going to be seeing the sunrise. It might be nice. I see some people going through on bicycles there. Yeah, as far as our walkers go, I did see them later yesterday. Haven't seen them yet today. We'll check that out maybe. Maybe what's happening is that's coming to an end. I don't know. Is there anybody that likes to see the walkers anymore? A couple of years ago, it was sort of a novelty, and people used to look forward to seeing them come through. And I don't know if anybody watches for them now or not. People get tired of stuff. You like change, and I don't blame you. Okay. Don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I said it, whatever it was. I'm going to just press stop here. I'm going to go ahead and get our parts cleaned up, and then we'll continue on. No big news. We're ready for Missy the dog, who probably won't be here for about 2 hours yet. All right, let's just sort of get at it and clean up our parts. Being very careful now. So much of this stuff, as I've said before, there's a lot of fragile pieces on it, and I just got to be careful when I handle them that I don't grab on them like I did yesterday and break our little wheel off, and then had to spend about 15 minutes gluing that back on. It went okay. I don't know how well it's glued on, but I think as long as you don't touch this stuff, it's not going to come off. Okay, actually there isn't that much to clean up here. I think I'll probably just brush everything. Yeah, there's not that much that has to be painted. Okay, we'll see you back here when we see you back here. T5, U9, and Z31. Now the Z31, when I was cleaning it up, I was noticing it's not quite the same on both sides. It's designed in such a way that when we try to glue this in, I think maybe what I should do is get the macro lens on so that you can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, one side will work better right here than the other. And then this piece is supposed to, okay, I think that the best way to do this will be to where do I get a hold of this? To glue it like this first. Let it completely dry, and then glue the T5 end in afterwards, instead of trying to do all three pieces at the same time. At least that's what I'm thinking right now anyway. Let me get the macro lens and I'll show you what I'm talking about here on this wheel. Okay, I'm going to use this little black dot right here as a reference point, because when I get the macro lens on, moving it just even a millimeter or two one way or the other will bring it in or out of focus. So okay, now if we turn this wheel, I think it's this way, yeah, we should be able to see that if we take this and tip it up like this. Okay, we'll put the macro lens on now. Okay, very gently now. You can see, make note of how this hub is. I'm going to turn it over and we'll look at the other side here. Okay, now you can see the other side is different. At least I can see that. Okay, so let's get it back here. Okay, now the thought is, at least I think this is the way it's supposed to go. This is designed in such a way. See if I can keep from bumping stuff here. Get this straight up and down. Not quite straight. There. Okay, now I think you can see how it sort of seems to just fit right in there. That flange that's on the end of the shaft. It sort of fits in place. Now I think when I glue this, I'm going to want to watch that I don't plug up the hole with sprue goo, I guess you'd call it, and then this part here is not going to want to fit in later. Maybe if I was to just put some waxed paper on my green cloth here, so that I don't accidentally so I don't accidentally glue it to the cloth. You know what? These tweezers, when I molded them, when I sanded them, I made them in such a way that unfortunately they don't hook. I've got another pair that hook a lot better, but they're almost too hooked, and stuff will ping out of here when I squeeze on it. Anyway, it's off the subject. Maybe if I was to put some glue only on the end right here. Okay, and don't try to put any glue on there, because even just half a drop of glue is gonna plug that up. And then put this on. I think maybe that's the way I'm gonna do it. I might not even need the wax paper. Okay, let's get our spotlight on here. Sometimes I wonder, does it make it better or worse? Okay, now what I've done here is I have rigged up, you might say, a sort of a jig, so that when I place this down on the wheel, it will hold the shaft more or less perpendicular. At least that's the plan. Now I think I'm probably just going to use Tamiya Extra Thin, because it will have a fairly good melding properties here. And let's not do too much. And we're only going to put it on the. Oh, you can see that I did opt for the waxed paper. Okay, so we're just going to put it just on the bottom here. Okay, this is probably all we're going to need. Okay. All right, fingers crossed. Hello, Missy. Hello. Hello. Morning, Max.
Morning, Max.
I saw that other dog out there, and
Modi.
that's Modi, huh?
Pitbull.
So
Pitbull puppy.
does Missy and Modi get along together?
They did once, but they lunged at one another this morning, so I kept them apart.
Oh my! Let me sit down. Let me sit down. Okay. All right. I have moistened everything. We'll see how the venison goes this morning. Okay. Here's a piece of venison. It's a little bit softer. Oh, that went good.
Did you get comments last night?
Yep. I got comments. These.
Negative ones.
No negative ones. No.
I gotta go see Ken Seaman this morning at 11:15. I'll leave her on leash and then I'll have her on hand when I get home, and I'll hold her and Missy will Rainey will put the ointment.
Oops.
A little tiny bottle for $50.
Just let me rearrange myself here, Missy, and then you won't be slipping off. Yeah, you're falling through.
You do her ears again.
Now here's a big piece of venison. Well, she's swallowing it good now.
She got 2 dog cookies from Uncle Arlie.
This morning.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Harley for a while.
It looks good. He had 2 cataract surgeries done, and he's got to go down to St. P. and he has a prostate check and colonoscopy coming up.
He's in the same boat as me.
Yeah.
And the last one.
At least I got a clean bill of health on all of that stuff.
That's
I
good.
think I have to go back in again.
That's good.
Yeah, you left one speck.
Oh, Missy here, a little speck. Oh. Okay. Well, we're not going to have the big lengthy visit we had yesterday, Missy, huh? Not going to have the big lengthy visit?
Yeah, you got to go home, Uncle Rod. Got to get my ears done.
Oh, exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, gonna get your ears done? Huh? You gonna get your ears done?
Poor Rainey, she got half the back porch done yesterday. Mostly just the balustrades. It took hours to do it. She got to do the rest of it today. She's as stiff as a board. Poor girl. But at least it's supposed to go to 24 today.
Yeah.
I've been at some more.
I looked outside here about 2 hours ago, or less than 2 hours ago, and it was all cloudy. I thought, boy, I better get out this morning. It looks like it's going to rain. And the forecast says 24 and partly cloudy this afternoon, so that's fantastic.
Yeah. You see that stadium? The baseball stadium at Charlie Blue?
No, I didn't see that.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay, we'll see you later. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, I'm guessing at least half an hour ago is when I glued this up, so it should be safe to move now. I would think. As long as I don't twist on it. Yeah. Okay, I know you can't see the clock, but it is about 12:48 in the afternoon. And what is it that I usually say when I complain about what time it is? I say something to the effect of, where did the morning go? Okay, now we're going to want to be able to glue this in that hole that is right there. Now, maybe I can get this a little better so you can see it a little better. Yeah, it's got to go in there like that. We got to get everything straight. It not only has to be straight this way, but it also has to be straight up and down, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to rig up another little jig here to hold this. I don't know if I'm going to use the helping hands, or maybe I can use something like this again. Well, we'll soon know. Okay, that's almost right. Let's see if I could just get this. I'm looking straight down on it now, and I can see that it's not perfectly straight, but now it is. It's straight. It's straight this way. And I imagine the other way it should be fairly close. Fairly close. Okay. Now we'll just let this all meld together here and try not to bump anything. Does it look like it's... Let me just check the monitor. Yeah, it looks like it's glued together there. Okay, I think that should meld. We'll leave it for about an hour before I put any stress on it. And I'm going to call her quits for today, folks. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.